Make sure you're not made emperor. Avoid that imperial stain. It can happen to you. So keep yourself simple, good, pure, saintly, plain, a friend of justice, God-fearing, gracious, affectionate, and strong for your proper work. Fight to remain the person that philosophy wished you to make. Revere the gods and look after each other. Life is short. The fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good. These great words from Marcus Aurelius's private journal speak to the effort he made to stay pure while in a position of power. The invincibility and feeling of total control can make a person do horrible things and quickly turn even the meekest of men into monsters. Just look at those who held power in history, from Emperor Nero of the Roman Empire to Joseph Stalin of the Soviet Union. These men are why Marcus Aurelius stands out as one of the good emperors. He was able to battle his temptations and avoid succumbing to the corruption of the soul that plagues most leaders. Don't let a newfound power get to your head, causing you to act differently than before. Rather, let your past humble beginnings guide your actions so that you can lift up others. Constantly remember that this moment of greatness comes with great responsibility and is not permanent. Thus, make sure to not misuse the chance you are given. One person, on doing well by others, immediately accounts the expected favor in return. Another is not so quick, but still considers the person a debtor and knows the favor. A third kind of person acts as if not conscious of the deed, rather like a vine producing a cluster of grapes without making further demands, like a horse after its race, or a dog after its walk, or a bee after making its honey. Such a person, having done a good deed, won't go shouting from rooftops, but simply moves on to the next deed, just like the vine produces another bunch of grapes in the right season. True leaders lead by example, and through their action gain the respect of their followers. They are not worried about getting their hands dirty or working alongside their subjects or employees. This display of down-to-earth behavior speaks volumes and shows respect to those below them. Remembering what it was like before they had power keeps them humble and grateful to those below. More importantly, they act in honorable ways, even if no one ever finds out. They don't expect a reward or affirmation. Instead, they act from a sense of duty and responsibility. If you have ever worked a blue-collar job or an entry-level position, you may have felt an ever so common feeling of superiority that emanates from many of the leaders and their clear lack of interest for your personal good. I remember a time when I worked in the deli department at a grocery store chain, and one of our regional managers came in. As he walked by our department, all he said was the counter needs to be wiped down, and then proceeded to walk away without addressing any of us by name or even looking us in the eye. A true leader cares about others and shows empathy. Leaders try to weigh the cost to the individual and make rational choices based on this. They know that what's good for them isn't necessarily what's good for you. As Marcus Aurelius said, that which isn't good for the hive isn't good for the bee. How often do we think like this when we lead? Do we act sacrificingly for those on our team, or do we indulge in the benefits and perks of having control? It's a struggle to avoid falling into corruption when you're the leader, but it's something that we must fight to do if we wish to remain effective while maintaining the respect and loyalty of those we lead.